Hi traders, so in this video let's talk about just take it as a sharing here, as a chit chat, like a friend, me and you. Why do I always emphasize on spending time with your loved ones, especially with your parents, with your grandparents, with your wife, with your kids, just people that they love you as well. I literally, again, I don't want any of you to see this, to watch this video and feel like and feel empathy. Don't feel that. I literally just received a video from my father saying that my grandfather isn't in a very good situation, and if I were to show all of you, you can literally see my grandfather is in the hospital. He's not doing so well, and for some of you may not know, I live in Penang Island in Malaysia, and my parents, my family, they're all in Kuala Lumpur, which means we are about 4 to 5 hours apart, few hundred kilometers apart. And times like this just always makes me question, why are we working so hard for? Because previously I received a lot of DMs and all that are always asking me, hey, if you make so much money, why don't you buy things like supercar? Why don't you try to prove yourself, impress people? You are only that kind of person if you haven't realized the importance of purpose. Every single person needs to work hard, needs to have a solid reason of why you're working so hard. And during the time where you're working hard, often you tend to miss out on something. Life is always give and take. Like today, I'm a full-time trader. I run the 1%ers Trade Club where I coach 100 plus traders. At the same time, I also invest in different businesses. These are things that I don't really share publicly. Time's pretty limited. Sometimes I can literally work from morning to night. It's not as I'm not busy in a way that I need to go out in and out, but I'm always trying to strategize things. There's a lot of things that I need to plan out, and especially on the finance side, on the investing side, because when you start running multiple things all at the same time, you just don't have enough time. You almost feel like 24 hours isn't enough, and I got 2 kids. I need to see them as well. I cannot just work 24 hours and neglect my kid. And it was since a very young age I realized the importance or the real purpose of money. My grandfather, as per the video that I just showed all of you, I used to take care of him for a couple of months when I was still in Kuala Lumpur. In and out every day, in and out of the hospital to wash his kidney, something like that. From not kidney, sorry, at that time he was still okay. Just basically in and out of the hospital, doing different treatments, changing his diapers, helping him to clean every single thing. To me, that's the purpose. That's one of the purpose why I'm a trader, and I decide to use money to grow money, which doesn't consume all my time. If today I'm working a 9 to 5, I most likely won't have the opportunity to spend a couple of months working on my phone while taking care of him. It's the same thing. To me, that's what freedom is. Being able to spend time with your loved ones when they need you the most, having the financial ability to take care of your parents, having the financial ability to take care of my wife, my kids, they don't have to worry about money, having the location freedom to be at whenever that I want. All these to me are the ultimate purpose of life, purpose of why I'm working so hard. I notice nowadays, probably because of social media or because of any sort of reason, we're not here to judge, to blame anyone. Everyone has different way of living their life. I've seen people driving Porsche, driving sports car, driving Mercedes, but when something goes wrong with their family, they cannot even pull out $10,000. For me, when my family needs me, I can pull out hundreds of thousands. I can provide. I just don't want to disclose too much, but very often my parents receive allowance of 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, like that. Not because I'm rich, not because I'm wealthy, but because these to me are the real reasons why, are the real purpose of why I work so hard. I work so hard, I don't make all these money. On average, let's say my average income from different source of businesses and trading is about $100,000, more or less there. Just be transparent with all of you. I can very easily afford some of the stupid things. Let's not say stupid. I can very easily afford the luxury goods that you can ever imagine. It could be cars, it could be a Ferrari, it could be anything else. But why do I decide to always take a step back and really reassess what's the value of money? And to me, I'm always very terrified that what if someday when my family needs me, when my wife needs me, or when someday when my brothers needs me, or my wife's parents needs me, do I have the money to help them or not? Because in life, believe or not, money can solve 90% of the problems, and especially when it comes to hospital bills. Many people, they like to say money isn't important, you shouldn't work so hard. That's because you have not seen the ugly side of the world. Someday when your parents lies in the hospital bed, someday when your wife is in emergency of needing some funds, these will be times where you're just desperate, and you will regret a lot for not making more money. Because hospitals, they are realistic. Try to go to hospital and tell them you don't have money. They'll kick you out of the hospital bed. That's the ugly side of the world. But of course, we still have a lot of beautiful side of the world, right? But the reality that all of us, if you're watching this video, you can never escape is you need to work hard. You need to make a lot of money to make sure someday when your family needs you, when your loved one needs you, you can be there to support them. For the past few months, 3 to 6 months, a lot of things have happened to me. Whether if it is my family, they need some money urgently, I technically just pull out 500k or even more to help them. I could have easily used that money to buy something else. Some of you may know, may not know, and especially if you're in the 1%ers trade club inside my community, both of my kids have been sick for the past 2 months. Then right now, another news came in. My grandfather is lying in the hospital bed. It's in emergency. And yeah, a lot of things have happened to me in the past few months. And that's why I just want to record this video, to be transparent with all of you and just tell all of you, hey, we're all humans. Times like this where you just feel like, hey, everything's happening all at once. What should you do? You can only face it, one thing after one thing after one thing. But that's life. It's not all fancy. You don't go out there, look on the social media, all these trading influencers, they drive sports car. Then what? I may not be driving a sport car to me, but to me, being able to support my loved ones whenever they need me, this is the ultimate freedom, and this is one of the reasons why I work so hard. I could have just, if I was to be a little bit more free and easy, I could have used the money that I made to buy sports car, to fly private jet, but instead I choose to invest in houses. I choose to give my parents more allowance. I choose to give my wife allowances. I choose to use the money to help my loved ones, to be there whenever they need me. And some people may think you work so hard, you should have rewarded yourself. But to me, the best reward you can ever have in life, is when your parents look at you and they tell you, "I'm so proud of you." This to me is the most rewarding thing. To me, it's not the car, it's not the watches. I do have watches as well. It's just that I don't show them out. And in fact, I don't wear them. I wear Apple Watch. I keep them in my vault. I just don't wear them. So yeah, for whoever, if you're watching this video, whether if you're an aspiring trader or if you're not, I just want all of you to understand the value of life and your time and money. It's not, you don't make a lot of money. When you start making decent money, don't go on the wrong path. Money can turn someone into a good person. At the same time, it can also turn you into a devil, as in you are being lured by a lot of luxury things. I used to be there, but I'm happy that very quickly I just step out of it. Having the ability to take care of your loved ones is the real definition of success. Whether if today you only make $1,000, if you only make $500, but when your family needs you, when your loved ones need you, if you're willing to be the first person to stand in front and say, "I'm going to support," round of applause for you. And that to me is much better than someone who make $1 million a month, or someone like me making 6 figures a month from different sources of income, businesses, community actually not much. Some of our members, they cannot afford to continue our subscription. I still let them in, a lot of them. But to me, it's about connection. From my trading community, a few other businesses that I invested in, having able to make over 6 figures a month, to me is a privilege to be able to provide my loved ones a better life. Not that I make more money, I should start looking for something else to buy. It's not always like that. Don't be lured into the mindset of, I need to buy something, I need to do this, do that. It all comes down to, when someone needs you, can you help them? And that's life, that's love, and that's the real purpose of money. Alright, so remember, all of you, if you're watching this video, be there for your loved ones during times where you feel like it's tough. Like me, for the past few months, it's been pretty tough, but keep your head up. Things will be okay. Eventually, when things are over, you realize, hey, I'm a much stronger individual, right? So I hope all of you enjoy the sharing. Just take it as a chit chat. If you like the video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.